ES Audio.
Hello, I'm Mark Blunden and this is the Evening Standard's Tech and Science Daily. Coming up, ChatGPT to help teachers in the classroom. But first, NASA's reached a $60 million agreement with a construction tech company to build a rental house on the moon within 3 decades. It's hoped the exclusive lunar property would be used in the future by astronauts and civilian space tourists once it's completed by the planned date of 2040. Construction would be undertaken using a 3D printer plus available local materials, including moon rocks and lunar dust. The contract has been awarded to Texas-based Icon, which uses 3D printing to build luxury desert homes with a filament mix of cement, sand and water, while NASA's also working with other contractors to design doors, tiles and furniture. Next, several Danish schools are incorporating ChatGPT into the classroom to help teachers enhance pupils' understanding of subjects they're studying. Artificial intelligence is being deployed to help give students instant feedback and guidance on their assignments and questions, plus as a virtual tutor to assist with homework.
If we can have the conversation with them about how to use AI, then the whole idea that they can't talk to us about it because it's forbidden goes away.
That's Mette Molgaard-Pedersen, who teaches English, and his student, Fine Noskov.
Nice way of using it. It's giving you a couple of answers if you are in doubt of what the text is about and such. You can use it to get a more of an understanding of it.
Pilot schools involved in the scheme say by embracing AI and integrating it into the learning process, they're preparing students for the future. Botanists at the Royal Botanic Gardens in Kew have compiled a vast data set of 2.5 million species that's taken 35 years to complete, but it's revealed nearly half of all known flowering plants worldwide are threatened.
This report draws on some incredible data sets, and one of them in particular is something that Darwin dreamed of and has finally come to fruition thanks to the work of scientists here at Kew, and that is a list of all the world's plant species and where they occur. Everything from the tiniest fern living on a rock up to towering eucalypts that get up to 100 metres tall.
That's Dr. Matilda Brown, Kew Gardens conservation science analyst, who's an expert on plant extinction risks.
The major threat that we're looking at to plants is land use change, so it's habitat loss. That is by far and away the kind of most immediate threat to plants globally. Climate change is on the horizon.
And some species are so rare, experts believe they've already disappeared after only recently being discovered.
Some that have been recently described are things like Saxicalella densii, which is an orchid of the falls. It's this gorgeous little orchid that is only known from one location, one waterfall, and is probably already extinct by the time it was described because its only known location is now flooded.
Next, a robot created by the University of Bristol could help diagnose breast cancer earlier and potentially revolutionise checks for women. The Bristol Robotics Laboratory team has developed a hand-like device with pressure sensors to examine breasts and detect lumps. The university says the robot could improve women's breast health by providing safe and accurate electronic examinations in easily accessible locations such as pharmacies and health centres. They say the ultimate goal is for the device to be able to detect lumps more accurately and at a deeper level than is possible from a human touch, and will be combined with existing techniques such as ultrasound. Now, has the claimed founder of Bitcoin spoken on the X social network? It would certainly appear so, as an account named @Satoshi under the name Satoshi Nakamoto posted this week. And the post suggests in the coming months there will be a white paper published exploring the future of the world's biggest cryptocurrency. It's unclear exactly who was behind the latest post, as the pseudonym of Satoshi Nakamoto has not been confirmed, but there is a prime suspect. Let's go to the ads. Stay there for more news from the world of tech and science, plus NASA's Eclipse Explorer for the best view of the Ring of Fire solar eclipse. Why not hit follow in the meantime and give us a rating? Paleontologists examining a fossilised sea turtle's shell that's around 6 million years old believe they may have found ancient DNA that could unlock a new genetic code. The sea turtle fossil belonged to a family today represented by the olive ridley and Kemp's ridley sea turtles. The shell, dating from the Miocene epoch, was discovered on a beach in Panama, and experts from Colombia's Universidad del Rosario have been using a special staining technique to try and label the DNA. But while the staining points to evidence of ancient DNA, it's not yet concrete proof, and so the oldest such DNA found and sequenced was discovered in a million-year-old mammoth's teeth from Siberian permafrost in 2021. Now, analysis of fossils reveals a massive long-necked sauropod species that roamed Spain roughly 122 million years ago. The newly identified species was unearthed during excavations near the city of Morella, including massive vertebrae, very long leg bones, and 2 near-complete sets of foot bones. Research by the University of Lisbon was published in the Zoological Journal of the Linnean Society. The beast's vertebrae would have been over a metre wide, with a 2 metre long femur, making it average size for this type of giant titanosaur, which are thought to have grown to at least 70 tons. And finally, stargazers in the US, Mexico and parts of South America will this month be treated to a dazzling spectacle of a ring of fire solar eclipse. The rare astronomical event will take place on the 14th of October, when a slightly smaller than average new moon obscures about 90% of the sun for almost 5 minutes. For those wanting to catch a glimpse of the stunning display, NASA has created an interactive map which reveals the areas set to get the best view. The Eclipse Explorer will allow people to track the annual solar eclipse down to the exact second. You're up to date. Come back at 4 p.m. for the Leader podcast for the latest news, interviews and analysis from the Evening Standard here in London, and we'll be back on Thursday at 1 p.m. See you then.